Alright, what's up YouTube? We're going to do a long overdue update on a bunch of animals I produced last year. A bunch of my holdbacks. We're going to start with this male right here, which happens to be a double het for a caramel, albino, and clown. Some of you might have remembered a clutch I got last year where I was sure it was all slugs. Because the eggs were like that round. They were that small. The eggs, they were real tiny. But I checked again before throwing them out, and 2 of them were good. Incubated them, and this guy hatched out. He was so small, he was only able to take one fuzzy mouse. And he's probably about, I got animals right now from last year as well that are already near 3 times this size, you know. But now he's finally on rat pups and gaining some size. I'll compare him with another male I produced. See, these guys won't stay still today, so it's going to be a little difficult. But here's a leopard pastel male. And just to show you how small he is in comparison. And these are males that I really didn't even feed too much. This leopard, I got other males you're going to see that are like almost double this size. And I'm trying to get to size quicker to breed this coming season next. Yeah, you can see small in comparison. And these guys won't stay still. We get out the next. Here's our black pastel, 100% het pied female. Real nice animal. None of them are going to stay still today. So let me move her along, show the next one. Here is another black pastel, 100% het pied female. This one has a real nice ringer. You can see right there. Not picking it up very well, but she is. It's really orange, that ringer. They're just giving me a little bit of trouble. There they go. Alright, so I'll move on to the next animals. Alright, so right here we got a black magic, which is a Mojave black pastel female. This girl will probably try giving me a nip. Black pastel gene tends to make animals a little bit more nippy than others. Real nice girl right there. Get on to the next. And I think this one right here, not completely sure, I think this is a Blanchy, black pastel Enchi female. If you remember last year I had 3 hatched out, and I asked if anybody could tell. It was a little difficult being able to tell, but they've had some sheds now. I'm not real good with the Enchi gene. Yeah, I think it's a Blanchy, how this designs look. Unless it's a really nice Enchi. See if she'll stay still. I'll move on to the next. And there's this one, another Blanchie, I believe, much nicer. This one's really nice and orange, granite looking. Both nice looking girls. Alright, let's move on to the next group. Alright, so for this one, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this one might be the triple gene I was hoping for last year, which is the Coral Glow Black Pastel Mojave. This one's gonna give me a real hard time, but I'm not completely sure if it is, but it doesn't look nothing. It looks real different than any of my other regular Coral Glow Black Pastels I produced. Alright. Really has like a bluish tint to it, more than that purple. Not as orange as all the other Coral Glow Black Pastels I have, or the father. But I'm not completely sure. I'll hold them back either way, breed them and see. But I'll show you a comparison to some of the others. So here's what a regular Coral Glow Black Pastel tends to look like. And then you can see the big difference in this guy over there. This one's a sibling to this one, same clutch. And then I got one from another clutch. They all share the same father, which is a Coral Glow Black Pastel. And this is what the father really looks like. The father looks exactly like this one. So I mean, you can see the difference in their colors and why I think this one might be the triple gene. These guys have a lot of the flames you usually get from the Black Pastel. Definitely different. So I'm hoping this is the triple gene. Alright, so I'll get on to the next group. Alright, so right here we have a male Coral Glow Black Pastel 100% het VPI Exantic. You can see how this guy looks much different than the other ones. So I think it's the VPI Exantic expressing itself. Real light, completely purple. Remember, all these guys shared the same Coral Glow Black Pastel father. There we go. And I actually hit two of these guys. So I'll show the other one. This is the one I'm holding back. And this one will be for sale. focus in on these. See the difference in them? Alright, so let me put these away. Right here, so male coral glow black pastel, 100% het pied. So I told you, see the size of them. Some of the animals I'm trying to get up to size quicker are going to be bigger. This is one of them. Can't wait to see what these guys look like with pied in them. Come on guys, stay still. Alright, then I'll show you the next. He's not going to stay still. And bang. This is a coral glow black pastel, 100% het ghost. I mean, this camera's not picking up how he looks really. He looks yellow in the video, but all that yellow is really orange. This guy was a screaming orange when he came out. I'll show him again next to the coral glow black pastel het pied, so you can see the difference. So gives you an idea of what that ghost gene is doing to this one. Really making him pop in comparison to this guy. One reason I love the black pastel gene, just makes these animals really orange, makes their purples darker. Alright, so I'll move on to the next group. Alright, so some of you remember the clutch. It was a 5/8 clutch of coral glow black pastel to my second female pied, and I hit 4 coral glow black pastels and 1 regular coral glow. These animals came out completely different looking than the single coral glow black pastel that came from a separate clutch. I mean, black pastel het pied. I'm not really sure why they came out like this. They started off looking like regular coral glow black pastels, and as they developed, they started losing a lot of their pattern. So this is one of them. I'll get to the second one. Same thing. Started losing the patterning. This one has more freckling though. I did the same pairing to that same pied female, and she just gave me a clutch. So I'm gonna see if the babies from this clutch, if I hit them again, some more Coral Glow Black Pastels, if the same thing happens to them. From what I know, she just looks like a regular pied to me. Pretty dark, but nothing, you know, nothing special. So I'm not sure why the babies really look like this. But there's something else. So that's the second baby. And now we'll do the third, which is one of my favorites. I think I might hold this one back. Pretty much most of these babies from this clutch are going to be for sale. Except for maybe two of them I might hold back just for a little bit. This is one of them. Just an insane looking animal. And I'll show the last one. This is the fourth, which is by far the most purple out of all of them, and more patternless than all of them as well. So this one and the third I might hold back for a little bit, but I'll have to let them go eventually. I still have the other male het pied as well. This guy is just purple. Show him again. To the third. Complete difference. That one. That one. So all these are Coral Glows, Black Pastel, 100% het pieds. Remember, all these animals share the same father, just a Coral Glow Black Pastel. And then I'll show you the Coral Glow Black Pastel het pied male that was from a different pied female, just to compare them. So you can see how much different this clutch looks than him. So yeah, that's a big difference. They all started off looking like this when they hatched. And like I said, as they developed, they started losing all this pattern for some reason. You can still see them, but it's not as pronounced. So definitely having a hard time with which ones to keep. I'm going to keep this guy here because he's just a regular het pied Coral Glow Black Pastel, I think. And then maybe one of these and breed them to some pied females and see what happens. See how his babies come out in comparison to some of these guys' babies come out. That just gives you an idea on them. Alright, so right here we have genetic stripe T plus albino female. Blood python. I'll show you a couple of the blood pythons. None of these guys I'm holding back. One of them is already for sale and the other ones are gonna be posted up soon. But I held them all the way from last year to now just to see them color up a little bit. So that's the female. Then we got a male right here, genetic stripe T plus albino. He's a bit nicer in color. if I can straighten him out for you. You're alright, dude. Alright. So that's this male. And then we have this guy right here. Another genetic stripe, T plus albino. This guy's gonna be really red as an adult. And this one's already spoken for. Has darker purples and everything. Let's see. There we go. See how all that red coming in on his face. It's gonna be a real nice animal. Alright, so we'll move on to the last group. Alright, so we're going to show the hybrids, the ones I kept. This male was a late starter, so he's still small. Took him a while to start feeding on his own. But these guys are great. Real smooth. Yeah, for those that don't know, these are the super angry ball hybrids. There are 3 species hybrid between ball python and golden python and Sumatran short-tailed python. Sumatran short-tailed pythons, most of you might know as black blood pythons, although they're not really black. They're not blood pythons really. Very similar though. So this is a male super angry ball. I'll leave him right here. Here we got another super angry ball male. You're alright, dude. Yeah, these guys are pretty vocal. You can see how small this one is. Comparison. Alright, so these are the males. I'll show you the females. This one has quite an attitude to her. Definitely see how this one resembles the short tail look a little bit. In the face. Make sure she don't bite. She's gonna strike eventually. I'm getting ready for it. She's not too happy. You're right. Give you an idea of size. Alright, so I'll just put her back and take out another female. Alright, so this one is probably my favorite, just because she has more of the short tail python look to her. There we go. See how she has that black blood look. And I'll get the last one out right now. Boom. Here we go. This is the largest in the group and best tempered girl as well. Second favorite too. You can kind of see how the animal's starting to get a girthiness to it, like short tail pythons and blood pythons. This one's skin is a little weirder too. Not beaded like an Angolan python, but definitely not smooth like that first male. That one has smooth skin. Behavior wise, these guys are very much like short tail pythons or blood pythons. They like to bury themselves a lot and soak a lot in their water bowls. See why she's in the S shape for. What are you in that shape for? And that's it. Hope you enjoyed the update. Later.